Hi, Tim Biggam back for Delta Derivatives, Option Hedges and Edges. And as many of you who watch me on a week-to-week basis know, I like to interject some of my favorite rock and country musicians into kind of the narrative. This week, certainly one of my favorite alt bands is Baby G and the Finey Heinies, who are doing their summer tour schedule here with their new album, Thelma Lou. In there, they have their song As Good As It Gets, and I think we're seeing that in the market here. I think the market is about as good as it gets here, having a little trouble heading higher here. I think all those old kind of tailwinds that we saw, interest rates that were heading lower, now appreciably higher. Stock buybacks hit a record for the first half of the year. Those will slow down considerably. Normally a seasonally kind of bearish period, July, August, normally a tough month historically for stocks. So I just think it'll be rough sledding going forward. So with the VIX still at low levels here, last I looked it was still under 13. I think buying just some cheap puts out in August and September probably makes a lot of probabilistic sense, given the fact that it will only take one bad day, kind of like what we saw in Netflix today, to have those things explode. So Netflix is one that, given that subscriber growth rate that was abysmal here, I think the upside is long gone in Netflix. I'm selling out of the money call spreads relentlessly on this name. Momentum is broken, targeting kind of that 400 level for sure out in September, even creeping down to the 390 level in August. Hedging by buying one strike higher calls just to define my risk. Another name that I'm doing the same strategy on is Tesla. This one, I think the faith is certainly broken here, especially given kind of the tirades that we saw out of Elon Musk recently, and certainly the cash burn rate on both Netflix and Tesla that is becoming somewhat alarming here, especially given the valuation. So I think it'll be kind of be a quiet period here. We're really coiling tightly right around the moving averages as well in the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. I think the Russell, that big outperformance starting to come in as well. So I think a lot of the old positives have become somewhat negatives here, and I think it's time to maybe take a little money off the table. So until next time, as always, here's the good trading. Take care.